Hello everyone, welcome to Chemistry with Cat. We are still in our acid and base unit, and today we are going to learn how to answer questions where they ask you for the molarity of a solution, but they only give you the pH. Let's go. The first question says, the pH of a solution of sulfuric acid, H2SO4, is 1.48. What is the molarity of H2SO4? So if you remember, pH equals the negative log times the concentration of hydrogen ions. We can rearrange this equation to be the concentration of hydrogen ions equals 10 to the power of the negative pH. And don't ever forget that there's a negative there. That's usually how people mess up. The question told us that the pH was 1.48, so let's plug that in. That equals 0.0331 moles per liter. Now, this is not our answer. In a multiple choice question, they're probably going to put this as the answer to try and trick you. The thing is, this is the concentration of hydrogen ions. We need to see how H2SO4 dissociates in a solution. When we have H2SO4, we get hydrogen ions and sulfate ions. Now we have to balance this equation, and to balance it, we just have to put a 2 in front of the hydrogens. Now we know that for every 1 mole of H2SO4, we have 2 moles of hydrogen. So we can cross multiply and divide, or just divide this number by 2 because we know it's a 1-to-2 ratio. So the concentration of H2SO4 is going to be 0.0331 divided by 2. And that equals 0.0166 moles per liter. And that is our final answer. The next question asks us to calculate the molarity of sodium hydroxide, NaOH, in a solution with a pH of 10.5. So if you remember, pH plus pOH equals 14. So the pOH is going to equal 14 minus the pH. And they told us that the pH was 10.5. So our pOH is 3.5. Now we can calculate the concentration of hydroxide ions. So we have OH minus equals 10 to the power of the negative pOH. That equals 10 to the power of negative 3.5, which equals 3.16 times 10 to the negative 4 moles per liter. Now let's see how NaOH, sodium hydroxide, dissociates. We have NaOH going to sodium and hydroxide. This is the anion, that's the cation ion. Now, this is balanced, so it's in a 1-to-1 ratio, and that means that this is our final answer. 3.16 times 10 to the negative 4 moles per liter is the concentration of the sodium hydroxide solution at this pH. As simple as that. If you enjoyed this lesson, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. You can leave a comment below of any questions you have on this topic or what you want to see next. I will see you here tomorrow.